Good morning, student. In our last class, we have seen that how sound is produced in human with the help of voice box. Now we will see that sound needs a medium to travel. This activity is important because many times this activity is performed in class 9th, but I will explain you here because it will be more clear to you that why we are saying that sound require a medium. Sound cannot travel if there is no medium. Means if for the movement of sound or for the propagation of sound, what is required? Molecules are required. So as we have seen that the sound require a medium, that's why sound is a mechanical wave and it's need a medium for a propagation, and sound travel through solid, liquid and gas. In the case of solid, the speed is more. In the case of liquid, the speed of is less than solid. In the case of gas, the speed is less than solid and liquid. So here we have we will see with the help of an activity. What we are taking here, we are taking an electric bell and we are suspending this electric bell. We are suspending this electric bell in an airtight bell jar. Airtight bell jar means air cannot come from outside, and we are connecting this bell jar to a vacuum pump. Okay, we are connecting it to vacuum pump. Now, if this electric bell switch is pressed, what will happen? We can hear the sound of the bell. If the switch is pressed, we can hear the sound of the bell. Now if the air is pumped out through the vacuum pump, now what we are doing with the help of this vacuum pump, we are removing all the air, okay, which is present in the bell jar. Now what will happen? Now when we will press the switch, we cannot hear the sound of the bell. Why? In the first case, there was air inside this bell jar, and due to which what was happening? The sound is produced. But as soon as air is pumped out through the vacuum pump, now there is no medium. Now it has become vacuum. Okay. Now, in this case, we cannot hear the sound of the bell. This activity shows that sound needs a medium to travel, and sound cannot travel through vacuum. Sound cannot travel through vacuum. Now, we will see characteristic of the sound wave. Actually, sound waves are described by frequency, amplitude and speed. We will talk about the frequency and amplitude in our later classes, okay, in detail. So now here we are representing the sound with the graphically as a wave, okay, and there are change in the density. We are taking here pressure or density. So there is a change in density and pressure as sound move in a medium. See, here are two things. Where the pressure is high and density is also high, means the particles are crowded, means they are closer to each other. So this upper portion of the curve is called crust. This is called crust. Second thing, where there is a pressure and density where is low, where the particles are spread out, they are not crowded, they are represented by the lower portion of the curve called trough. So this crust where the particles are closer to each other, where the density and pressure is high, this part is called compression. This part is called compression. And where the density and pressure is low, and the particles are not close to each other, they are spread out, this is called rarefaction. This part is called rarefaction. And the distance between two consecutive crust, this is crust, upper part is crust, lower part is trough. So the distance between two consecutive crust or two consecutive trough, two consecutive crust or two consecutive trough, okay, is called wavelength, which is denoted by lambda. It is denoted by lambda, and this is the symbol of lambda. And this wavelength is measured in meter. Its SI unit is meter. Its SI unit of wavelength is meter. So we have seen that where the molecules are close, it is said to be compression, and where the molecules are not close, they are means far from each other, this part is called rarefaction. And there is a change in the density and pressure as the sound moves in the medium. Somewhere the particles are close to each other, somewhere they are means far away from each other. So we will with the help of this graph we come to know that the reason of compression and rarefaction, it is like a wave. It is like a wave, and the upper part is crust, is compression, and the lower part is trough, that is rarefaction. We will talk about the frequency amplitude in our later classes, okay, in detail. Now here there are some activity which are given in your NCERT book. These activities are also important, so that's why I am discussing all the thing, okay. So here we are seeing activity 13.8, that we are taking a bucket or a bathtub and we fill it with clean water, and we are taking a small bell, this is a small bell, in one hand, and we are saying what we have to do, we have to shake this bell inside the water. We have to shake this bell inside the water, what to produce sound. And we have to make sure that the bell does not touch the body of the bucket or the tub. We have to shake the bell in the water in such a way that it does not touch the body of the bucket or the tub. And now we have to place the ear, like this boy is placing the ear gently on the water surface in such a way that the water should not enter in the ear. So we will hear the sound of the bell, okay. So this activity indicate that sound can travel through liquid, and we have obviously in previous slides we have talked that sound can travel through solid, liquid and gas. From this activity it is clear that sound can travel through our liquid, okay. And this is how the whales and dolphins communicate under water, because sound requires a medium and water is also a medium. Now we are taking an activity that we will take a meter scale or long metal rod and hold its one end to your ear. One end you will hold with ear, and the other end you will say to your friend to gently scratch or tap at the other end of the scale. So what we will hear? We will hear the sound of scratching, okay. And you will ask your friend that around you if they were able to hear, means we are saying here that it is a meter scale or long metal rod, and we are since we are holding one end to ear and second the other end your friend is gently scratching it. So you are hearing a sound. What you are hearing the sound, and you are asking to friend which are standing around you that whether they are able to hear the same sound or not. They are able to hear the same sound or not. So from this activity, it's clear that sound require a medium for its traveling. Its medium for its traveling, whether the medium is solid, whether the medium is liquid, or whether the medium is gas. But the medium is required. Okay, so in all the activity, some of the activity which I am telling you from outside also, some of the activity I am taking from the NCERT book also. From this activity, we can say that sound require a medium. Okay, you can perform other activity also, like you do in the school also, when you sometimes when in the lunch time or in the early morning when you come to school and no one is present, so what you gently put your head on the table, and what you do, you metallic table, and you scratch the with your hand, you scratch the table, and you will listen a sound very much clearly. So these are the some of the activity which tell us the sound require a medium. So this activity, before activity, we say that sound traveling through water. Here it activity that so that sound can travel through solid. In this activity, what is happening, that on a long wooden or metallic table, two friends are sitting on the, one is sitting on one end and other is sitting on other end, like this way, and one friend is doing is scratching the table gently, and the other friend is putting the ear on the table, and he is noticing the sound which is produced due to the scratching of this friend on the table, and this indicates that sound can move through, or travel through our solid. Okay, so these are the activity which tell us that sound require a medium, and sound can travel through solid, liquid, or gas. Okay, now in our next class we will talk about the human ear, which is very much important, because same concept you will get in class 9th also. And please, if you will find anywhere, any doubt, please contact me. Okay, clear all your doubts. So from some of the activity which I am considering from your book, NCERT book, some activity which I considering from the outside, all these activity are very much important, and this give you a clear concept that why we are saying that sound require a medium, means sound when sound is produced when there is a means vibration of particles around its mean position, due to which the adjacent particles also come in motion, and this continues till the sound reaches our ear. And now in our next slide we will talk about the human ear, that how it is functioning and what is the role of the human ear, how we are able to listen the sound. Thank you.